guys, kia ora, kia ora, kia ora, whakalofa lahi atu, and welcome back to this week's IG Live. This week's question is, how do I show up as my fully expressed self? Or as I like to say, how do I be so extra and proud, right? Y'all know I am, so heavy on being so extra. My page is freaking called So Extra, my brand's So Extra. And that came from being told a lot of the time, like, you're too much, you're too this, calm down, dim your light, stop being so, over the top, with your big nails. Love my nails, by the way. Your orange, all the things like, chill out, sis, sit down. And even thinking about my story, when I got fired from my dream job as an international flight attendant, there was a lot of shame, a lot of failure, really dimming my light, running away, so much so running away to Melbourne, right? And kind of hiding. And I feel like I really lost my identity and who I was as a person. Really dimming my light. And the question I always ask myself is what is it costing you? What is it costing you to not show up as your fully expressed self? If I go back to, where I was at that time, I was fired, I ran away to Melbourne feeling ashamed and that failure and all the things, right? It was costing me my happiness. I was in a house that I hated, a job that I hated, doing, drugs, drinking, smoking, all the things, hated myself, hated the way I looked in the mirror, torturing myself with workouts, with all the things, trying to hate myself skinny, right? So it was costing me my happiness. So what is it costing you to not show up as your fully expressed self is the question. And then thinking about, where in your life are you hiding? Where in your life are you not showing up as your fully expressed self? Is it, in your relationship? Is it at work? Or is it with your family and friends? Is it at events? Is it, in sports or whatever? Where is it where you're hiding? And why are you doing it? Why are you hiding? Is it because at work you feel like you can't show up as your fully expressed self because it's not professional? Is it because with your family and friends you're not showing up as your fully expressed self because you're scared that they won't accept you or that they won't understand you? Growing up, especially with your family and friends, right? They see you as this certain way when you're growing up together. And then you go on with your life, you maybe do some growth stuff or see the world in, different view, not so much as how you were growing up and kind of programmed and conditioned to believe. And then you go back to them with this new version of yourself and they're like, who's this person? Who's this leash? She's so different. She's not the same, I don't know if I like her. So, worrying about, them not understanding you or not accepting you or not liking you, or same with your partner, if you're in a relationship, if you show up as your fully expressed self, they might not love you anymore. They might not accept you anymore. And all those thoughts as well, I think, challenge those thoughts. Is it true? Is it true that you showing up as your fully expressed self will mean that you're unprofessional, or they won't like you, or your partner won't love you anymore? Are those things true? Because a lot of the time they're just assumptions that we make, these stories that we make in our minds. So we need to question them and we need to challenge them as well. Also, getting clear on who it is that you want to be. Who is it that you want to be in the world? What does that person look like? What does that woman look like? How does she show up? What clothes does she wear? What jewelry does she wear? Does she wear these big ass, nails and all the things? What does she do in her life? So what does that person look like? Who are they? And I think as well, you want to start to become this person too, right? And there's a bit of you have to, start practicing confidence. And I've done a past Instagram live about how to practice confidence and how to be confident, all the things. So you might have to kind of pull that in as well, practicing that confidence and really showing up. I think, you need to get clear on who it is you are as a person, and then backing yourself, because there might be people that don't like you. There might be people that don't accept you. There might be people that don't understand you, but being okay with that. You're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. I'm definitely not everyone's cup of tea, and I think that goes into the back of surrounding yourself with the right people as well. Surrounding yourself with people who will uplift you, who will support you, that are like-minded, that are your cup of tea. Maybe maybe they, you know, over there they don't like your certain flavor of tea, you're just your normal standard Earl Grey or whatever. You know, they like green tea or peppermint tea, but you're Earl Grey. It's like, okay, well, you stay over there and I'll be over here, and it's okay that we don't really mess with each other. You know, you don't accept me or understand me or whatever it is, but, you know, it's okay because you're so solid and you're so okay with who it is and who you are. So you got to back yourself. You really do have to back yourself in these situations. So surround yourself with people who love your fully expressed self. So I think sitting down and really taking the time to get clear on these things, you know, what is it costing you not to show up as your fully expressed self? Where are you hiding in your life? Why are you hiding? You know, and then questioning and challenging those thoughts. And getting clear on who it is that you want to be. You know, who is your fully expressed self? Who does she look like? What does she look like? Who does she look like? What does she look like? You know, what does she wear? And all the things. And then slowly taking small steps to become her, to become your so extra self, to become your fully expressed self. It's not something you're going to do overnight, but just small steps, you know, take that next step, small steps. And, you know, those small steps will slowly get you to the top and being your fully expressed self. But yeah, just a quick one from me tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Monica, Olive, Amy, Donna, appreciate you guys. If you love this kōrero, if you want some more help with how to show up as your fully expressed self, please, you can DM me. I would love to help you some more. DM me TVT, which is the Vibe Tribe. This is something we definitely talk about more in the Vibe Tribe, where I can kind of help you one-on-one and in group with other amazing people. And this is, you know, the Vibe Tribe is one of those spaces where you are surrounded by like-minded women who are on the same page and who really want to support you to be your fully expressed, so extra self. So yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Ka kite, koikia.